Good afternoon and welcome to this discussion on the Silk Road, which I think Mircea Joană rather did my job. He described what a vast and important subject it is. I think we've all heard of the Silk Road. It has been around for thousands of years. It's very important to our planet, linking east to west. It has importance for trade, politics, commerce, military, culture, and even religion. So it's a vast subject. We'll try and make it a little bit narrower today. And what does it mean in today's world? As Mircea Joană says, along this road we have what's happening in the former Soviet Union with Ukraine and Russia, what's happening in ISIS, and also all the other challenges, which we won't have time to discuss today. We'll start, and after my panelists have given how they see the Silk Road, we will then open the floor, and I hope you will all take the opportunity to take part in this discussion with my distinguished guests and ask some questions, because I think if everybody takes part, this will be a much more enjoyable and lively discussion. Seeing as we're talking about the Silk Road, which starts in China, I think we will start with Mr. Shen, and I'll ask him to take the floor and tell us what it means to China.
Well, hello. Yes, thank you. Alison, it took me by surprise because I was told I am going to speak at the third place. But anyway, it's a good opportunity. I should thank the organizations and the organizers for inviting us to be here. Please do excuse us that if you're wondering why for China with such a 1.3 billion population and for such an ancient concept of Silk Road was and is represented by such a young face like me, please, my answer will be maybe we are living up to our name of emerging power, because in China, emerging power means young. Okay, joking apart. These days, the concept of Silk Road is very hot, both inside China and outside. And it looks like after today, it's going to become much hotter. And I should confess that in 2011, when this initiative of a new Silk Road was first initiated by the US, we were devastated. They say, why this is Chinese pet project? A concept China loves so much was proposed by American. And we had such long sleepless night. And then after 2 years, that's in last year, my President Xi Jinping came and proposed a strategic vision of our new concept of Silk Road, which in short is one belt and one road. If it is specifically, it means on the land, it's a Silk Road economic belt, that's one belt, and on the sea, that's called 21st century maritime Silk Road. So one on the land, one on the sea, and the two will eventually converge at somewhere in Italy. I'm not expert on geology, but I know basically it looks like some people say it's two wings of a kind of proposal. Basically, that is the idea. You may wonder how or what would be the one belt and one road. Frankly, I should say, there are almost 1,000 versions of that in China nowadays, because it's kind of just a strategic vision of our leader, and then everybody is talking about how to make it a reality. Basically, what in our mind is 5 connections of this one belt, one zone, one belt, one road, 5 connections. The first one is connecting of policies. Second is road or infrastructure. The third is trade, of course. And the fourth is currencies, connecting of currencies. And the fifth is connecting of people's heart, okay? So basically, it's kind of 5 connections or 5 mutual connections. And we were emphasizing that it's better to use 2 ways to do this. One is through economic cooperation, and the second one should be cultural exchanges. So 5 connections and 2 ways. And then what is the major driving forces? My understanding is the infrastructure. China is good at road building, and we build many modern highways and modern high-speed railroads, and we are going to share this experience with other people. So basically, that is the idea. And if I understand, we will also to talk about the difficulties or obstacles, if there's any. Sure, should be many. I think how to realize this such a big project or this vision, there are, please do excuse us because Chinese are notorious for 4 points or 5 points. I still have 5 points to make, okay? So the first thing I think important is to emphasize again a lot on economic cooperation, because through the panel this morning and the opening speeches, I noticed that many emphasis was given to securities, because for the reasons we all know. But in situations like this, I think it's all the more important for us to emphasize more on economic cooperation, integration, things like that. And because if I say the problem Ukraine nowadays faces is not only an issue of security, but also much of it is an issue of economic situations. Okay, the second point is that they focus on equality, which means China would not force upon anybody or any one country any proposal. It should all by voluntary, which means I remember our President Xi even said that the free riding is welcome to us. The third point is that no clashes of interest between different proposals. As I said earlier, there are many proposals concerning this Silk Road or any other proposals of regional cooperations. We do not seek dominance, or in other words, I should say, let diversity shines along the Silk Road. Okay, and the fourth point is that they be result-oriented and focusing on specific results and human life. In China, what we say, being pragmatic, I can say that China's relevant organizations such as NDRC, which is National Development and Reform Committee, which if that organization is involved in a certain proposal, which means this proposal is going to be coming to realization. And we also, there are some talking about some construction banks, and lots, I just read lots of local provinces and are very interested in all these proposals to make it true, make it happen. Okay, and the last point, sorry if I'm occupying too much of the time, last point is that we should promote this idea, or I say basically this New Silk Road project, slowly but gradually, because for reasons everybody all knows that there's going to be lots of difficulties and facing many challenges, known or unknown. So we are very firm our determination, but we better do it gradually, step by step. So if I sum up for one sentence, would be we're going to do consultation together with all the parties involved, and construct or build this One Belt, One Road together with everybody, and carry along everybody, and to share with everybody. Thanks.
Thank you very much, Mr. Shen.